center off of Eckerly, and he just missed the net. O'Reilly with the shot, far down, he scores!
Come from behind for a month, now with the lead, they're getting a little wobbly. Philadelphia, they won't get it! Wow! Edwards pulls off and buries the flag!
What is up, my Pitchfork Lunch peeps? Yes, I am Michael Caratanudo at Diablo00 on X, artist formerly known as the Twitter. Welcome into Pitchfork Lunch. Yes, you can see Pitchfork Lunch live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Also, I know my Pitchfork Lunchers. What up? Happy Spicy Taco Tuesday, but spicy for me, as you guys know. But you can also see the show live on the good old IG at michael.caratanudo.5. Yes, I know. I remind you every day. And guys, the YouTube channel, look, go to YouTube, watch live on YouTube. Again, the new subscribers, forks up. Thank you for subscribing. Like it, share them, but get caught up. Watch the show live, like I said, there as well. Go to YouTube. You guys know how to get to YouTube. You see my name, Michael Caratanudo, but the page is at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005, at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe. Because you have missed a plethora of phenomenal conv reviews. And just one more time, a reminder, it's interviews, but conversations. They're more like conversations with the people I've been able to have on. And again, when I talk about that, I mean coaches, players, voices, analysts, alum. Everybody is there. A wonderful, phenomenal athletic director. Everybody is there. So if you've missed anything, again, you can binge watch, go back to season 1, binge watch that. I mean, episodes you've seen, cool. But then anything you've missed in season 2, binge watch that. And by the time season 3 starts, guys, you will be all caught up. Unlike the teams that were not able to catch up to the Sun Devils golf team yesterday. Yeah, I will get to that. But again, go to YouTube, subscribe. Watch live, but subscribe to the channel. Again, it's at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005, at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe away. Also, you guys know that you can listen to Pitchfork Lunch on the greatest internet radio station on the web, the Casual Sports Radio Network. Those watching, you see scrolling across the bottom. But if you're going to be out and about, you're driving, you're going to get some tacos, some spicy tacos on this beautiful Taco Tuesday, just go to you can go to www.ksrnaz.com, click listen live, page will open up, click listen live, hit play, bam, Monday through Friday, there is Pitchfork Lunch. Again, Casual E invited us into the family, the KSRN family. You guys know this. I share this with you quite a bit, but he invited us into the KSRN family, and it is awesome to be there bringing Sun Devil content to his passionate fans who, again, you talk about comprehensive coverage. Cardinals, Suns, Diamondbacks, Mercury. It is all there. From Casual E has you hooked up. And again, subscribe to their socials, like I remind you, but listen to Pitchfork Lunch Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. You're driving around, and it can be heard all over the world, right? What better way to ring out that the men's golf team, which started stroke play right now, after topping the field, or no, it started match play now. Sorry. Starting match play now after topping the field, though. See, I'm excited. In stroke play, it is absolutely money. So, yes, you can, but you can listen all around the world, which, like I said, should be heard on the Casual Sports Radio Network. Go to www.ksrnaz.com. Page will open up, click listen live, hit play. There you go. And I want you guys to watch. You know this. I remind you every day because it is important. But don't watch and drive. Pay attention to the road. Your Sun Devils, I know you're bright. You'll pay attention to the road. So stream it through your Bluetooth, www.ksrnaz.com. Stream it through your Bluetooth. And then when you get to where you're going, you can still listen or watch on the other avenues. But this is, again, so stoked to be a part of the Casual Sports Radio Network family. Like I said, Casual E, subscribe to their socials. You'll be up to date on the Suns, Cardinals, Mercury, Diamondbacks, and Sun Devils. I mean, it is one-stop shopping for the greatest internet radio station on the web. So absolutely phenomenal. And what is continuing to be phenomenal, the men's golf team. Guys, updates yesterday. I was watching after the show, and I tell you what, I was watching after the show and watching them make their run. Oh, what a phenomenal round. 8 under. I mean, that is a 15-stroke improvement from round 3. Round 3 was their worst collective team round. They were 7 over, which, again, I would take 7 over every day, but that's why I obviously not playing at their level, and you guys know that. But 7 over, 3rd round. 4th round, 8 freaking under, my friends. 8 under. And, I mean, you look at it. They had They had 19 birdies. Yeah, 19 birdies. And seven bogeys and one. Connor Williams had a quadruple bogey, and I must have missed that on watching it because I was watching on NBC had it, and I mean, wow. But Preston Summerhays and Jose Luis Ballester, as you know, played at the Masters, both shot a 4 under yesterday. Pongsapik, Laupakdi, he shot a 1 under. Michael Madseth shot 1 over, and Connor Williams with that quadruple bogey, and he still only shot 2 over for the round. And Madseth, actually, he was 1 over for the round, but Connor Williams finished at 4 under, and then Madseth finished at 6 over. But yeah, Laupakdi, who subbed in for Pierre Wernicke, he had 4 birdies, a bogey. He did have 1 double bogey. So he was 1 under. He basically played the front 9 even and then 1 under on the back 9. So hell of a job for him coming in again in that sub role. Tough to do. But yeah, Preston Summerhays 4 under yesterday, finished 3 under for the tournament, and then Jose Luis Ballester finished 4 under yesterday, finished 6 under. Now, check this out, Pitchfork Lunchers. Here's the insanity. Here's the phenomenalness of this, right? Check this out. Those three that I mentioned all finished in the top 10. Now, look, I mean, I haven't gone, obviously chapter by chapter, but last season, this season, talked about obviously the storied tradition and just the amount of, phenomenal, just epic, great players that have come through ASU, that have done well at ASU, that ASU dominated, like in the obviously Pac-10 tournament, it was Pac-10 and, Pac-12, but still, like, this is the first time in program history, and I couldn't believe this, thanks to shout out to Doug Tamro when he posted this, but I did not, because I was like, I know it's happened before at nationals, not, they may have not, they've had, an individual champion, but this is the first time in history, golf history, that 3 players, and as Doug can only ever so smoothly and just nonchalantly put, 3 dudes finishing NCAA top 10 never happened until when they finished up yesterday. So Preston Summerhays, Jose Ballester, and Connor Williams. Well, they do have more work to do as they are on the course now in match play. But yeah, first time in history. So again, and you look at Ballester had the he had the he was 6 under, and he was tied for 4th, and then Connor Williams, like I said, who was 4 under, he was tied for 7th, and then Preston Summerhays, who made a hell of a charge, he was tied for 9th. He was up 13 spots yesterday, shooting at 4 under, because he was 2 over in the first round. Again, all right, that level, they take back a little few things they got to fix here and there. And then he was 2 under, so he's even after 2 rounds. And then he shot a 1 over in round 3. And then in round 4, bam, like I said, 4 under. So 3 in the top 10, first time ever. Absolute forks up to those 3, to the Devils taking it. But you look at the team, they were 14 under, 2 shots ahead of Auburn, who again made a nice shot. I mean, Auburn never had a round over par. I mean, look, at that point, you finish 2 shots back and somebody makes a charge, but no over par rounds for Auburn. And I want to say they were the only team to do. Oh no, they were the only team to do that. In a field of 25? In a field of 30, I take that back, man. Again, stoked obviously ASU won it, but tip of the cap to Auburn, not 1 round over par for that team, and they shot a 12 under. They were 2 under after round 1. They shot a 6 under in round 2, so they were 8 under halfway through. Another 2 under in round 3. There's 10 under, and then 2 under in round 4, 12 under. So the Devils, 2 under in round 1, 11 under, the best score of the day in round 2 at 11 under. They go to 13 under, but then they shot 7 over in round 3. So they're back to 6 over, but then 8 under yesterday. 15 strokes, guys. Let that sink in. And look, with Coach Thurman again working with these guys, and look, that is just phenomenal to see. That is just forks up to them. And now, I don't know. See if they have because obviously stroke play is going on. I wonder if they have it because they're. Yeah, so I'm trying to see because that's one thing. Sorry, before the show. Oh. All right, so round one of match play, guys. Looks like, okay, so Virginia took Auburn 3-2. Florida 3-2 took Texas. Wow, Oklahoma State. Oh, a rival of the in-state rivals, different conferences now. It doesn't matter. Oklahoma State took OU 3.5 to 1.5, and well, Ole Miss and ASU dead even, 2.5 to 2.5. So Jose Ballester fell 2-1 to Kai Meeks, and then Pongsapak Lau Pakdi took his match against Ole Miss's Cameron Tankersley 4-3. Then Connor Williams took out Colin Trolio 3-2, and Michael Madseth and Tom Fisher tied through 18. And then Michael Lasasso, of Ole Miss, took on Preston Summerhays, and he won 6-5. So yeah, that's they are tied at 2.5. 2.5. So that is and then when you look at the leaderboard, so Ole Miss and ASU are on top with no wins, no losses. Each have a tie. Virginia has a win. They're 1-0. Texas is 0-1-0. Well, no. Okay, the ties are over. So Virginia's 1-0, Texas 0-1, Oklahoma State's 1-0, Florida's 1-0, Auburn's 0-1, and Oklahoma is 0-1. So, but the Devils again looking to bring home the national title, and my Pitchfork Lunch peeps, how can we not be extremely, extremely stoked about that? I mean, and if you got to watch yesterday, I mean, look, down the stretch, I will say this, down the stretch, I mean, for the Devils, if you look at, 15 through 18, right? 15 through 18, they had 4 birdies. Connor Williams birdied 15. Preston Summerhays birdied 17 and 18. And then Ballester birdied 18 as well. But in all that, if you go 14 through 18, obviously not one bogey. And like I said, 4 birdies and the rest all pars. Again, just playing that game and keeping it consistent and watching down the stretch, even watching Ballester when he birdied 18 to pick up sometimes it's like another shot and go to 6 under. And I mean, this young man again came back because round 3 again. He had 3 bogeys and 1 birdie, so he was he was 2 over for the round. But then, yeah, I mean, in round 4, like I said, 5 birdies, 1 bogey, and I mean on that. And he parred, obviously, the longest, the par 5, 622, like I told you guys about, in a 7,480-yard golf course. Like, but just to watch them come down the stretch, it's just like, Coach Thurman, it's almost a typical ASU team. And again, by the way, real quick, I will say, complete hats off to Michael Lasasso, who was the individual champ. 11 under par, my friends. 11 under. I mean, he had no rounds over par. He had the first 3. He was 4 under, 5 under, 2 under. There's 11, and he shot even par yesterday. So 11 under to win it over 2 strokes over Texas A&M's Micon yesterday. So yeah, but Michael Lasasso again forks up. Well, not forks up. Hats off, tip of the cap. No, he's not a Sun Devil. I know. Pitchfork Lunchers, don't you save the comments. Save the comments. I caught myself. But tip of the cap, 11 under. He is the individual champ. But the Devils, 14 under, win that and are looking to bring home another national championship. So we'll see, how stroke play goes. But, man, again, so and for each guy, like Summerhays, and like I said, like, Preston Summerhays, his journey and everything he's done, and even getting to talk to him last year, and obviously going through it with his sister is absolutely, again, phenomenal golfer, women's golfer on the women's team, as you guys know. But like, just so awesome, just so extremely, very, very awesome to see him do that. So, look, yeah, I am stoked. So I'm going to let you catch your breath real quick. When you're 14 under. They win. And 3 in the top 10, man, forks up. Yeah, see, 3 forks up to them. Absolute forks up. Oh, and by the way, before we go to break, who's part of the big part of the cover for college football? The EA Sports, the Sun Devils, Coach Dillingham, Sam Levitt. Absolutely phenomenal, man. We'll talk more about that. Again, wrap up golf, talk a little baseball. We'll talk the cover on the other side. Absolutely phenomenal. Again, as the Devils should be there. Again, with winning comes notoriety, comes expectations. How do you handle it? Again, we have a lot of time to get into all that, but we're going to talk cover of EA Sports college football because it is awesome to see Levitt and Coach Dillingham a part of that, and just an ASU presence. That's the phenomenal part. We'll step aside more golf take on UC the LA Regional. So yes, but we'll step aside and have more Pitchfork Lunch coming right up.
KSRN has the inside track on all things sports, with topics and opinions from former players and local personalities. Catch 15-year NFL veteran Ed Smith and Jay Adams on Easy Sports Talk every Saturday.
Unfortunately, with this back and these knees, I don't quite have that ability, or at least I use.
Are you good?
For all things Arizona Cardinals, tune in Monday nights with Casual E and Sean McConnell.
Bird gang, I know it's another tough loss, but keep encouraged. We miss you, BA.
And now you can exclusively listen to former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges on his show, JB and Benny Blue Review.
Exactly.
Don't be dumb.
Sending a message out to the world.
Always relay that message. Don't be dumb.
Yes, your guy, Benny Blue, comedian extraordinaire.
Exclusively on KSRN, Casual Sports Radio Network.
This is the sound of a racing heart. It's beating a little faster because it belongs to a young child. But this child isn't in the middle of a close soccer game or playing with her puppy in the yard. Her heart is racing because she's just been told she has to move foster homes again. Change a child's story. There's a child waiting for a volunteer like you. Learn how you can help at casaforchildren.org.
Got a big painting project you've been putting off because you don't think you can afford it? Well, it's time to call the team at Customer First Solutions. Customer First is your one-stop shop for all home repairs, from full interior and exterior painting to handyman services, drywall repair, electrical, and plumbing. Customer First has the most competitive prices in the Valley. Your flat rate quote is based on the square footage of your home, and that includes wall repair. All Customer First technicians are licensed, bonded, and fully background checked for your assurance. Call or text Customer First Solutions at 480-877-0255 for your free quote. Customer First Solutions, where our customers and their homes are our first priority.
This is the sound of a racing heart. It's beating a little faster because it belongs to a young child. But this child isn't in the middle of a close soccer game or playing with her puppy in the yard. Her heart is racing because she's just been told she has to move foster homes again. Change a child's story. There's a child waiting for a volunteer like you. Learn how you can help at casaforchildren.org.
KSRN has the inside track on all things sports, with topics and opinions from former players and local personalities. Catch 15-year NFL veteran Ed Smith and Jay Adams on Easy Sports Talk every Saturday.
Unfortunately, with this back and these knees, I don't quite have that ability, or at least I use.
Are you good?
For all things Arizona Cardinals, tune in Monday nights with Casual E and Sean McConnell.
Bird gang, I know it's another tough loss, but keep encouraged. We miss you, BA.
And now you can exclusively listen to former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges on his show, JB and Benny Blue Review.
Exactly.
Don't be dumb.
Sending a message out to the world.
Always relay that message. Don't be dumb.
Yes, your guy, Benny Blue, comedian extraordinaire.
Exclusively on KSRN, Casual Sports Radio Network. KSRN has the inside track on all things sports, with topics and opinions from former players and local personalities. Catch 15-year NFL veteran Ed Smith and Jay Adams on Easy Sports Talk every Saturday.
Unfortunately, with this back and these knees, I don't quite have that ability, or at least I use.
Are you good?
For all things Arizona Cardinals, tune in Monday nights with Casual E and Sean McConnell.
Bird gang, I know it's another tough loss, but keep encouraged. We miss you, BA.
And now you can exclusively listen to former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges on his show, JB and Benny Blue Review.
Exactly.
Don't be dumb.
Sending a message out to the world.
Always relay that message. Don't be dumb.
Yes, your guy, Benny Blue, comedian extraordinaire.
Exclusively on KSRN, Casual Sports Radio Network.
Got a big painting project you've been putting off because you don't think you can afford it? Well, it's time to call the team at Customer First Solutions. Customer First is your one-stop shop for all home repairs, from full interior and exterior painting to handyman services, drywall repair, electrical, and plumbing. Customer First has the most competitive prices in the Valley. Your flat rate quote is based on the square footage of your home, and that includes wall repair. All Customer First technicians are licensed, bonded, and fully background checked for your assurance. Call or text Customer First Solutions at 480-877-0255 for your free quote. Customer First Solutions, where our customers and their homes are our first priority. Got a big painting project you've been putting off because you don't think you can afford it?
You are listening to the best internet radio station on the web, KSRN, Arizona. You are listening to the best internet radio station on the web, KSRN, Arizona.
Yes, for those listening on the Castle Sports Radio Network, you are listening on the greatest internet radio station on the web. I am Michael Carrasnudo at Diablo00 on X, the artist formerly known as the Twitter. Yes, you can check out Pitchfork Lunch live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. My IG at michael.carrasnudo.5, as you know. Also on the wonderful, good old YouTube channel. You can go to YouTube and check it out there. It's at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC005 on YouTube and subscribe away. And yes, www.ksrnaz.com. So, yeah, guys, how awesome is this? So, as golf, obviously phenomenal, dominating. Golf winning the stroke play part of it, but yes, college football 26. You can see Coach Dillingham and Sam Levitt, obviously right there in the middle. Great, again, just a great cover photo. As you guys know, for any college sports throughout the years, usually it's not just one person, but they get like a plethora of players, coaches. Hell, I even see an official in there too. It's targeting. It's still targeting. I know. Let it go, guys, right? Let it go. But yeah, it's absolutely awesome to see Coach Dillingham and Sam Levitt on the cover. And then just some great shots of it, and then they shot a
sports. It's in the game. Sports. It's in the game. Sports. It's in the game.
So that's them.
Sports. It's in the game.
Yes. So you got Coach Dillingham, Sam Levitt, same time. You know, the nice little surround sound there, I guess you could say. But yes, the Devils are on the cover, and it comes with it. Sam Levitt, it's been talked about, obviously, as one of the better quarterbacks in the country to come back, top three. A Heisman Trophy, a preseason Heisman Trophy. I can't like to say finalist, but like a favorite. Sorry, that's the word. We'll start with an F, right? A favorite. So it's one of those things where, we should be extremely excited about it. And yeah, with that will come attention. Will also come, as we know, pressure, right? Both will come from that. Attention and pressure coming from that. So, yeah, I mean, when you think about it, guys, it's one of those things where if you're wanting to be in these conversations, and for Coach Dillingham, bringing in the right players, like he always talks about, right? Being a good person, and obviously Sam Levitt having that camp back home in Oregon, Westland, Oregon, where he's from, having that youth camp, and then it's just, I mean, guys, it's just, but to be on the cover of EA Sports, I mean, come on, we all know. Guys and girls alike, it's just one of those things where and wow, Michael Matchseth, guys, just hit a phenomenal chip. Yeah, so from like 30 yards out, this is insane. I'm watching it right now, guys. Oh my god. Yo, so I just retweeted it. But match that's like probably that's at 30, 35 yards from the green. And he chips it. I mean, just an easy stroke, gets the speed right to the hole, hits the pin, and his teammates are just fired up. Coach Thurman's fired up. Oh man. So yeah, and it was a hole out, which he needed to do, and to keep it going. So they're on to their 20th hole of match play. Wow. That is just, again, insane. I mean, that is throwing an absolute dart. Michael match that forks up, man. You guys, I will show it to you from the Golf Channel. That's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. He just sank it. But Sam Levitt, like I was telling you guys, on the cover of yep. Now Sun Devil football just tweeted out about an hour ago. It says he's not just in the game, he's on the cover for life. Sam Levitt. Oh man, phenomenal. Forks up to that, man. Yeah, I always just love listening to him talk about, getting better, accountability, and but it's not just he can say you can have the player speak and coach speak, right? We've talked about that, but it's going out there and doing it. And Sam Levitt absolutely does that. So yeah, you guys, it's just awesome. I retweeted it. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure a ton of you follow Sun Devil football, as you should. But man, hey, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to show you the video of Mad Seth holing out on the 19th to keep it going. This is sick. And this is why, again, ASU golf, the tradition, just like, with baseball back in regionals too, and UC Irvine. UC Irvine, guys. We have a lot of common opponents with them. And by the way, Irvine is 41-15 on the season. They were 24-6 in conference play. Got 24-6 in conference play. They lost 2 in a row, but they were 16-7 at home, guys. They were 20-5 on the road, 5-3 at neutral sites. And when people say, yesterday I was like, oh, I wonder, obviously conference, it might not be as strong, but still 41 wins, guys. Yeah. So again, it will be a challenge. Like I said yesterday, it will be a challenge. But anyway, I'm gonna step aside real quick. Coming up against something. Step aside real quick. I'm gonna get the video so you can see Michael Madsen. Forks up to you, Mr. Sun Devil. There, on getting it. I'm gonna get you the video, and you'll be able to see him holding out. So we'll step aside real quick, and be back with more Pitchfork Lunch. All right. Yes, you guys are about to see this. Absolutely phenomenal. Michael Matseth, and you'll hear the call again from the Golf Channel. You'll hear the call from the Golf Channel. And yeah, again, that's how you just crush match play. That's how you keep it going. But absolutely. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where yeah, so I'm going to bring it right to you now. There we go. So Michael Madseth, you guys, forcing for those listening on KSRN.
It's up into the slope.
Props. Hold on. I'm going to let you guys enjoy it. I'm going to go off screen for 1 second, but you guys enjoy it.
It's up into the slope. Well, told you they practiced that short game.
Don't you love match play? Don't you just love this game?
His nickname is the Iceman. That was cold-blooded by Michael.
Absolutely. Frozen. That had a little heat to it. It might have gone a little bit past the hole, but look at this. I mean, he went up in the air with it, hit right into the slope. Hit right into the base of the slope. Released nicely. Downwind help.
Yeah. Yeah, my pitchfork launcher is phenomenal. Michael Masheth forks up, man. Iceman, absolutely. Whatever it is, keep it going because they are absolutely rocking it. But I think I think it might be. Oh, well, no. Fisher's one up, so Masheth's still playing. Yeah, so anyway, sorry. Bad host there in pausing. But nonetheless, yeah, you guys, that is just that shot to keep it going. But I do want to get to, obviously, I was telling you guys about UC Irvine, 41-15 overall, right? Common opponents. Well, UC Irvine did lose to Vanderbilt here in Arizona because they played in the MLB Desert Invitational, that opening when the Devils were playing Ohio State. But Nebraska, New Mexico, and Vanderbilt, along with UC Irvine, were all here. They beat Nebraska 10-5, then they beat New Mexico 18-4. But Vanderbilt, again, early in the season, they did get them at Sloan Park, right down the street from, right down Rio Salado from ASU. As you guys know, the Cubs spring training home, but they lost to Vanderbilt 9-8. They also did lose to USC. They played them. Texas Tech, obviously a conference foe of the Devils. The Devils dropped 2 or 3 to them, but UC Irvine took 2 of 3 from Texas Tech. Also Long Beach State, you recall the Devils took 2 from them, and UC Irvine took 2 or 3 from them, but Devils played them in a midweek, obviously just 2 games, but UC Irvine took 2 or 3. UC Irvine did split with UCLA, kind of like the Devils did. They swept Cal State Northridge, and the Devils obviously win their game against Cal State Northridge, beat them up pretty good. Common opponent. Oh, yeah, so they split with USC, by the way. They split with UCLA, and USC. And then they swept UC Davis. Didn't ASU play UC Davis, or am I losing my mind? No, they did not play UC Davis this year. They played them last year. That's right. I recall that. I do recall that. And then, like I said, they split with UCLA, and then Cal State Fullerton, who the Devils obviously had beaten this year. 14-4 in 7 innings. UC Irvine beat them 5-1, and then they lost 2 or 3 to Fullerton, the last series of the season, conference series of the season, and then they beat Hawaii, and then beat Cal Poly, lost to Cal Poly, then lost to Cal Poly in the Big West Championship. So Cal Poly won that, but now they take on the Devils Friday. But yeah, to go 41-15, and guys, I mean, if we just look at their stats, this is a team that, scored 458 runs this season. 458 runs, guys. They had 63 homers, 118 doubles, 17 triples. But when you look at Jacob McCombs leading the team with a 350 batting average. Colin Yeman is 342. Anthony Martinez 327. Chase Call at 322. Blake Penso at 302. But home run wise, leading the team with 13 is Colin Yeman. He's got 13, and then Jacob McCombs has 11. But like I said, 63 home runs for those teams, and 24 of those hit between two guys. So we'll see. And then pitching wise, we'll see Trevor Hansen. He has 15 appearances, started 15 games, 9-2 guys with a 3.24 ERA, a 1.24 WHIP. He's thrown one complete game, but he pitched 89 innings, gave 81 hits, 36 runs, 32 of those were earned, 87 Ks to just 29 walks. He had 13 doubles, 2 triples, 6 home runs. So not giving up obviously a ton there, and he was 9-2. And then you look at Ricky Ojeda, who they have out of the bullpen, because he made 27 appearances, but he only started 2 games. But in his appearances, when he got credit for the win, he was 13-1 with a 3.63 ERA and a 1.18 WHIP. He pitched 62 innings, and he had 79 strikeouts and just 27 walks. So, man, that's obviously pretty solid pitching. You don't get to a 41 win. You don't get to 41 wins without obviously being able to do both, having pitching. I don't know. Have you ever heard that? Like ASU that could pitching that could dominate. So, but nonetheless, guys. So right now, let's see. I'm trying to give you one last update. I don't know if it's. Oh, yep. Yep. So it is 3-2. Ole Miss got it on the next hole. So Ole Miss is 1-0. ASU 0-1. Virginia's 1-0, as is Oklahoma State and Florida. And then you have Oklahoma, Auburn, Texas, and ASU that are 0-1. So we'll see. Again, they can still come out of it. Again, match play going on. So, nonetheless, so that's that. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Phenomenal day. Again, stoked about golf. Stoked about the EA Sports football cover. Got to get a picture of that up soon. But for ASU, again, it's absolutely awesome. So, as you guys know, have a phenomenal rest of your Taco Tuesday. Again, a little spice, little jalapenos, maybe a little sriracha, Frank's Red Hot, Tabasco. Who knows? Whatever you like. Give a little spice to Taco Tuesday. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. You enjoy the rest of your Taco Tuesday. Any thoughts or anything, you can hit me up at Diablo00 on X, artist woman on Twitter, my IG, Michael.Carrot2.5. You can see the show live there every day, Monday, Friday, 12. Don't forget YouTube. It's at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC005 on YouTube and the Casual Sports Radio Network. So you guys have a phenomenal rest of your Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. And yes, as reigning Big 12 champs, women's volleyball always reminded me, it is hashtag our state. And you guys know it. As always, Forks out.
I went to Arizona State. Right. I'm a Sun Devil, man.
7-yard line. That's a great call, too. Blake Baker, Plummer will put it up, throws over the middle. Touchdown. Quick flag.
That's a way. Trying to center off with Eckerly, and he just missed the net. O'Reilly with the shot. Far down, he scored.
Come from behind for a month. Now with the lead, they're getting a little